Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Pablo, and welcome back to GG Sports. I'm bringing you guys another episode of the Bengals rebuild here in Madden 19. And in this episode, we're playing against the LA Rams. Last episode, you guys saw the Bengals get a crucial division victory versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that was a monumental victory for many reasons. The Bengals had not defeated the Steelers since 2015, so you may want to go back and look at that video. That was a very big game for our rookie QB, and our defense really stepped up, and they'll get an extra boost this week versus the Rams, and they'll need it as they have a loaded wide receiver core. But we do get back Pierre Desir, our free agency acquisition last year. Most would call him our biggest free agency acquisition, but he did suffer an injury and is returning. So this Bengals team is already playing well, and it's very good that this defense will get a boost. Like I said, this is an LA Rams team that is playing very well right now. They are 9-3, while the Bengals just got to 500 last week and are sitting at 6-6. But like I said, they're playing pretty well at the right time as they are surging as we get close to the end of the season, and they can secure a playoff spot. They are not eliminated from playoff contention. They will need some help along the way. They need some losses from the Browns, Texans, and Chiefs or Chargers. But like I said, the Bengals just have to control what they can, play very well, and they've been doing that very recently as they are 3-1, I believe, since Tyree Jackson took over. And they've been very competitive versus some teams that are playing at high levels. So you have to be proud of what the Bengals have been able to do, but their work is far from over. But you do have to look at this team and say they've made a real 180 turn behind the performance of that guy, the rookie QB, Tyree Jackson. 6 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. And I think that is the main difference between his performance and Andy Dalton's performance. Andy Dalton did not play very well in terms of completion percentage and taking care of the football. You do not see Tyree Jackson making risky throws. He normally makes very good reads and does not throw too many interceptions, as he's only racked up 2 in his 4 starts, and that's actually pretty impressive for a rookie QB. But another factor in the success of this Bengals team as of late would be the ground game. Joe Mixon is back from injury, and he is back with a vengeance. He is back like he never left. He has hit the ground running and is already off to a pretty good start in this game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get any points, but this run game is definitely the key to their success that they've been having lately. Hopefully, it's going to be able to lead them to another upset victory 2 weeks in a row versus the Rams. Todd Gurley, of course, is going to try to prevent that from happening as he's brought down at the 5-yard line, but they face third down and goal after a loss, and that pass is deflected. Jesse Bates III, who has been super impressive this season, comes up with the deflection there and holds the Rams to 3 points instead of 7. But on our ensuing drive, we're trying to put some points on the board. Third down, we're going screen to Joe Mixon, who nearly picks up the first down, but we will end up going for it. We are over midfield, and we are able to convert with Joe Mixon on the ground, and that is a huge difference maker. The courage and the guts to call those plays in those situations is the difference between Zach Taylor and Marvin Lewis. As you see, they are getting close to converting that conversion into points right now as they are trying to cash in, and it will be Joe Mixon with an easy rush right up the middle for the touchdown, and the Bengals take the lead over the Rams. What a great drive put together by this Bengals offense, and a lot of good play calling there that time as well. But our defense does need to get the ball back, but Jared Goff in this offense gets us on the play action call, and they are all of a sudden right back into our territory, and Todd Gurley with a huge chunk run getting them inside the red zone yet again. This drive is looking kind of like deja vu from the last drive, and a pick 6 is dropped by William Jackson, but that will not quite matter as we still hold them to 3. Would have liked to see William Jackson come down with that. We've seen him do that earlier this season. But on our next drive, we get a beautiful pass from the rookie to John Ross, and excellent accuracy and pocket presence on display that time by the rookie. And all of a sudden, the Bengals are right back in the red zone of the Los Angeles Rams, but it will be Tyree Jackson throwing an incomplete pass on third down, and we settle for 3 that time as Randy Bullock is actually able to knock through the field goal. And again on first down, the Rams are beating this Bengals defense on the play action pass, and in one play they are across midfield up to the 30-yard line. So the Bengals have to do a better job of playing defense and trying to make these drives a little bit longer for the Rams as they get downfield so fast. But they do a very good job of bending but not breaking in the red zone, as they have not been able to get into the end zone as of yet this game. So have to tip our hats off to the defense for being able to hold them out of the end zone. But on third down and inches, we have under a minute to go. Joe Mixon first breaks off a huge gain, and then Tyree Jackson connects with John Ross again, which moves the chain, and John Ross is really seeming like the rookie's favorite target as he finds them again, this time getting them inside the red zone to the 19-yard line, and Tyler Boyd will convert this pass to a touchdown. Great route, beating the coverage and finishing this one with nothing less than a touchdown. And the Bengals increase their lead in this game before we went into halftime, and we do receive the second half kickoff. So there is an opportunity for the Bengals to put themselves in a very, very favorable spot versus this LA Rams team here at home. But instead it will be Tyree Jackson lofting one up deep, but it will not be AJ Green who comes down with it. Instead it will be the defender Aqib Talib. Had eyes on that pass the whole time. AJ Green trying to get involved, or Tyree Jackson trying to get AJ Green involved, but that time all for nothing as Aqib Talib comes down with an interception. And speaking of all for nothing, they did not convert that takeaway to any points, so our lead remains at 7, and we get the ball back with another chance to put more points on the board with about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. But it will be AJ Green getting involved there, picking up a first down, moving the chains. Under pressure is Tyree Jackson, who finds John Ross over the middle, getting us to the 40-yard line. Third down and 11 on that same drive. We really need a touchdown at this point. We get the conversion and we move inside the 20-yard line. First down and goal from the 5. Tyree Jackson getting happy feet in the pocket, can't decide what to do until he's brought down by the linebacker. And our offensive line continues to struggle this season, although in this game it is somewhat to be expected when you're playing against a defensive front like this, which includes Aaron Donald, who has brought down Tyree Jackson on that play for his second sack of the game, and abruptly puts a stop to any red zone hopes that the Bengals did have. But on our ensuing drive, Pierre Desir is beat 2 times in a row by Brandon Cooks, and he is just getting the best of Pierre Desir in his first game back from injury as we are getting underway in the fourth quarter. It will be a face mask call getting the quarter started, and the Rams are threatening to cut our lead to just 3, but it will be Alec Ogletree coming up with the interception to go along with 4 tackles today. He's playing very well, but let's look at it from the QB's perspective. I'm not sure what he saw. I mean, I'm sure he was under pressure, but just a terrible pass, terrible read. But the Bengals will not be able to do anything with it, though, because Aaron Donald will sack Tyree Jackson on third down, and he continues to dominate. The Rams have the ball back and have a chance to right their wrongs and actually convert their red zone trip into points. But it will be Jared Goff getting them started with that by dodging the tackle of Vontaze Burfict to extend this play. And guess who? Pierre Desir is getting beat by Brandon Cooks for a huge gain. And on third down and 7, the Rams dump one off to Todd Gurley, and he does the rest, crosses the goal line and converts that play to a touchdown. That will be his 5th receiving touchdown of the season, and it'll be their first touchdown of this game. So very impressive job by the Bengals defense, keeping this explosive offense out of the end zone until the fourth quarter. But the Rams converge onto Tyree Jackson to bring him down for the sack, and we have to punt the football, so the Rams have a chance to tie the game or take the lead. Our offense seemingly fell apart there in the second half, haven't been able to do too much. Did put 3 points on the board, but nothing outside of that. But our defense still is standing tall. Here with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, we have a chance to get off of the field. The Rams seem to have fallen in love with the screen pass that they did call that twice on that drive. Both times we stopped it, and instead of going for it, they will punt it back to us, and we just need to convert a first down, and we do. They are using timeouts. We are under 2 minutes to go, and we convert the final first down needed to milk this one out and walk away from Paul Brown Stadium with a victory. The Bengals pull off their second upset straight by a final score of 19-16, and the Bengals move on to 7-6, and this has to be a huge momentum boost for this team, who all of a sudden has really pulled things together here late in the season. I don't know if it was just taking time for chemistry to get together. I don't know if it's Joe Mixon or the quarterback that we have starting, but the Bengals are playing well right now. They are 7-6. The Bengals ran the ball very well in that game, and they played very good red zone defense. I think if you can perform like that on defense and then run the ball on the other side as efficiently as the Bengals did, I think that will be enough to maintain the success that they have had over the last couple of games. Joe Mixon in this one, 147 yards rushing. So he is a huge part of the reason that the Bengals are playing well. So definitely want to see him in the Pro Bowl or something. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. The next episode will be an Around the League episode where I go in depth to show you guys stats around the league, how the Bengals are doing. So definitely stay tuned for that. Then the next episode, I believe, will be the season finale versus the Baltimore Ravens, and that will be a game with playoff implications, so you guys do not want to miss it. I'll see you guys in that one. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell icon so you stay notified every time I drop another one of these videos. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.